The theme of Invest Malaysia 2010, Powering Global Excellence, is a fitting one, given the forward-looking nature of Bursa Malaysia and the aspirations we share for our nation and our businesses. It is also precisely what I want to talk about with you today. In a new year, in a new context, in a world emerging from recession, we are focused on how to ensure a sustainable and robust recovery in the short and medium term, enhancing Malaysia's competitiveness, sparking private investments and growth, putting the country on a trajectory to achieve high income levels, building an innovative economy, and bold transformation and economic reforms to modernize our economic model for the future. As a government and as Prime Minister, our aspirations for Malaysia and the Malaysian people go far beyond guiding our nation through a recovery. Indeed, the work we have done over the past year will be wasted if we simply retreat back to the status quo. That is unacceptable to me. I pledge this. I pledge we will work tirelessly to develop and implement the economic reforms that our nation needs to grow. That our businesses need to succeed, and above all, for our people to prosper. The world economy before, and especially since the financial crisis, has changed significantly. Policies which in the past led to high levels of growth and helped reduce hardcore poverty will no longer be enough to raise income levels and create the high-value economy we want to see. We cannot depend solely on new capital to fuel growth. Rather, we must use it more effectively to increase productivity, stimulate innovation, and enhance the skills of the Malaysian workforce. We risk losing our competitive advantage or edge altogether if we do not act quickly to address structural barriers to growth that stand in the way of an effective response to the changing economic environment. We can no longer rely on just a few sectors of the economy to drive our growth. We must diversify and provide incentives in new strategic industries where our nation has expertise, strength, and potential for even greater success. As we expand into these areas, we should also consider the value that we can gain from the competencies of the Malaysian workforce, those living here and Malaysian abroad. They, with the support of foreign talent where appropriate, can provide the brain power, the intellectual capital and skills to help us realize our goals more meaningfully. I invite Malaysians who have left our shores to look home once again and to participate in this transformation process to realize Malaysia's full potential. We must also recognize that some policies which serve a purpose in a previous era may now be impediments to success, distorting the market and putting us at a competitive disadvantage. For instance, the government is consulting on a series of fiscal reforms that will reassess the subsidy system that exists in Malaysia and broaden our revenue-raising base through the proposed introduction of a goods and services tax. They will bring Malaysia in line with international norms and reduce an unsustainable reliance on a small number of industries, businesses, and taxpayers. These are essential, common sense reforms that would allow us to move forward together as a nation while ensuring that we enhance and strengthen the safety net programs that support the welfare of Malaysia's most vulnerable citizens. Addressing these issues is not just about having a clear vision and the right policies. It's also about having a determined political will, effective execution, and with the full support of the Rakyat. Do we have the courage? Do we have the boldness to rise out of the middle income trap? I believe we need to build a national consensus on this issue because growth is beginning to revive. Some are questioning the need for urgency to break the habits of the past. There are now calls to protect the status quo. Do not be fooled. We need a new way of doing things. While the recovery has begun, we must act now to position Malaysia for the future. And this is the choice we now face. To rise out of the middle income trap that will be a precarious position for any nation in a new global economy, or to stick to what we know and what is comfortable by hoping the world will adapt to us. Our choice and the job of the government is to pursue economic policies that succeed in the knowledge industries of the future, with high-wage jobs and prosperity that can be shared by all.